Welcome to Tiggio's White Noise. Once again, we want to come back at you with an exciting video as we discuss 30 times people totally nailed Amazon reviews. I think that these are some exciting type of videos. It gives you knowledge of where people mindsets are, and if you're excited, you can leave some exciting reviews in the future, and once again we will read off your reviews as well. So without further ado, let's dive into this video and let's talk about it. This is a 5-star review. Whenever I get a package of plain M&Ms, I make it my duty to continue the strength and robustness of the candy as a species. To this end, I hold M&M duels, taking 2 candies between my thumb and forefinger, and I apply pressure, squeezing them together until one of them cracks and splinters. This is the loser, and I eat the inferior one immediately. The winner gets to go around another round. I found that in general, the brown and red M&Ms are the tougher, and the newer blue ones are genetically inferior. I have hypnotized the blue M&Ms as a race cannot survive long in the intense theater of competition that is the modern candy and snack food world. Occasionally, I will get a mutation, a candy that is mishappen, a pointier, a flatter than the rest. Almost invariably, this proves to be a weakness, but on very rare occasion, it gives the candy extra strength. In this way, the species continues to adapt to its environment. When I reach the end of the pack, I am left with one M&M, the strongest of the herd. Since it would make no sense to eat this one as well, I pack it neatly in an envelope and send it to M&M Mars, a division of Mars in Hackettstown, New Jersey, along with a 3x5 card reading, "Please use this M&M for breeding purposes." This week they wrote back to thank me and sent me a coupon for a free 56-ounce bag of plain M&Ms. I consider this grant money. I have set aside the weekend for a grand tournament. From a field of hundreds, we will discover the true champion. There can only be one. That's pretty dope, right? Now, this is number 2. What a pure man. It's a winner. Even and this is right here, this is the 2. Even I could make it work, and I took the nicest picture of myself in 50 years. And this is him holding his selfie stick, saying that it works. Alright, number 3. Found on a 72 pack of kazoos. They are crap, but it's quantity over quality. They are crap, but it's quantity over quality. Passed them out at a protest against the Westboro Baptist Church to drown them out. Not the loudest of their own, but when you got 70 old angry quiz kazooing in unison, well, 5-star. Happy you're pregnant. It's not just for ladies. My wife bought this for a pregnancy announcement, and it was too big. I saw my opportunity and knew what I had to do. This dress does it all. You want to feel pretty? Check Majestic. Sure, pregnant, of course, hot. It's lit, fam. I rate this a perfect 5 out of 5, and I'm not sure how it works for the ladies, but it made me feel like a queen. Alright, number 5. Sky airplane for boys, dangerous for girls. 5-star review. Beware, these are dangerous for girls. My daughter's always playing with her brother toy airplanes, but he doesn't want to share them all the time. So I've decided It's time for her to get some new toy airplanes of her own. I came across this listing for 3 Sky airplane for boys. The part about is being for boys made me nervous because she's not a boy. She plays with toys belonging to a boy, her brother, all the time, and nothing bad happens to her, and they just look so fun sitting there on them broken glass, probably broken from the airplanes landing on it. After all, they are Sky airplanes, not landing airplanes. Anyway, I decided to take a chance. Bad mistake. She loved the airplanes at first, but an hour later, she first played with them. I noticed she had taken off her pink blouse with the sparkly ruffles and put on her brother's monster truck t-shirt instead. That afternoon, I caught her with the scissors, giving herself a high and tight haircut. By dinner time, her voice had dropped to a full octave. I kid you not, 12 notes of the chromatic scale. I checked. And at dessert, she burst into tears. Mama, she said in a graveling voice, I just don't know who I am anymore. Well, I knew what I had to do. I had no choice, really. I packed up the 3 Sky airplane for boys in the metal box and put a padlock on it. I had my husband dig a deep, deep hole in the backyard, since as a woman, I never touch our digging shovel for men. And we buried the box. It took all night. By the next morning, my daughter's voice was high and lightened again. And she was wearing a purple and teal dress with sequined flowers. Woo! That was such a close call. No more boy toys for this little sweetie. From now on, the only toys she's allowed to have are princess castles and an easy bake oven. Now these are real reviews, my ad. This is a 1-star review. Beds should look like beds. I ordered this when I was drunk because I thought it was an ice cream sandwich. It's not. It's a bed. Not the $150 ice cream sandwich I wanted. Oh man. So you thought that was a bed, really. Number 7. Review of the incredibly spicy noodles. One day, I was trying to get over the $35 limit for shipping from Amazon. So I was just throwing random food in my cart. I came across this ramen. I had no idea what the repercussions of clicking that add to cart button would be when I bought 3 packs of it to fulfill the free shipping requirement the devious Amazon devs set up to take more of my money. A few days later, I got home from work and there was a large box full of ramen on my doorstep. I'm tired and lazy for work, so I just grabbed a random pot, boiled some water, made the ramen, and stir-fried. Then set it up with the can of Arizona in front of the TV. I don't even remember what show I was watching that night. After eating half of the bowl and thinking it was pretty good, suddenly my lips had the consistency of an automobile tire, and sweat is running down my entire body. I could no longer see or even walk straight. As I half crawl towards the refrigerator, every breath is torture, as even the ramen lingering around my face cause a new wave of heat to hit my mouth and nose. It is heaven. And I keep eating. I ended up drinking an entire gallon of milk that night. I woke up due to the rumbling and started the neighbors, and they were on vacation. The next morning, I felt like I had lost my body weight in sweat. But when I got home from work, the ramen beckoned. It tasted pretty good, and I like the spicy things. It has now been 2 weeks with me eating ramen at least once every 2 days. My lips are peeling off. I no longer have any internal organs, and my milk budget has reached economic crisis. I fed it to my sister. She cried. This may be the last Amazon review. 10 out of 10. will recommend to everyone I know. Alright, so I butchered some words on that, but I'm going to keep going. Alright, 5 out of 5, a great bard. This bard is ever good. I've tried it for 3 weeks, and it's very good. I'm trying to decipher. Whatever it says, I give 5 stars. Let me keep going. Fair point, 2 stars. Too much pain. Causes too much pain and agony. Don't know why it's so popular nowadays. I'm going to use the toilet paper. Boy, people in their reviews is just the funniest ever. The Nightmare Fuel of Amazon Reviews, number 10. 1-star review. Here we go. Well, what can I say? It never occurred to me that there are people out there whose head diameter is the same as their wrist diameter. But apparently there are. Unfortunately, my wife isn't one of them. It was almost worth keeping just the laughs. She could not pull the thing over her head. You could see in the photograph what I mean. If you are considering this turtleneck, please be aware. They are taking the word turtleneck quite seriously and sending them back. Amazon is very good about returns. Let's see that. She's trying to get it over here again. She's trying to get it over her head again. Oh my goodness. And that's a 1-star review. Can't even get over the head. Let's keep going. This is a 5-star review. 50 ways to eat cock. Here we go. My brother is a huge cock enthusiast, so I bought him this book for Christmas. He was extremely impressed by the book. It was thicker than what he expected, and he seems to really be taking it all in. 5 stars review, Jason Cupkey. Another 5-star review. We were having a terrible time keeping our toddler out of the fridge. He could go in, open drawers, and then leave the door open. It was a perfect game for our little boy. Man, was he mad when he discovered we added one of these locks. It seems to be holding up, and we are so far to the tantrums and angry pulling. He rages against the machine door. That's pretty dope. Oh, those are magnets. Okay. That's pretty dope. Don't look like he's pulling hard enough though. Here we go. Trimmers and toilet talk. Another 5-star review. Here we go. Okay, funny story. When I was trimming my bikini line, I dropped this trimmer in my toilet like a dummy. My instant reflex was to flush the toilet. Why? So down the toilet my trimmer went, motor buzzing all the while. Trimmer got stuck in the bend of the toilet, and for over 45 minutes the trimmer continued buzzing inside of my toilet. The sound reverberated through the floor. It was actually hilarious. We removed the toilet from the floor, pulled the trimmer out, and bolted the toilet back down. The trimmer continued working after being submerged in toilet water for almost an hour. Now I didn't use it again after that, but the fact that the power continued working and the trimmer motor was still strong sealed the deal that this is the only trimmer I will ever buy. I quickly purchased a new one and have not flushed it down any toilets yet. Love this trimmer so much. Oh, where is the trimmer? Oh, no picture of the trimmer. Note number 14 is a casket they bought off Amazon, and it says, "No complaints from Grandma." Grandma dead, probably no complaints. Alright, keeps the car cool but has issues. 4-star review. Here we go. I love this product. It keeps my car nice and cool, but I would say that the only defect I have found so far that is very hard to drive with this on. I've had over 5 wrecks since I purchased it. After my first fender bender, I decided it was best to roll down the window and stick my head out to see the road. But even that is hard because my eyes and mouth dry out very quickly. Since then, I purchased some swimming goggles and a snorkel, which helped out tremendously during long drives. Overall, I would recommend this product, but only for those who are good at driving without being able to see the road. Boy, this is some good stuff here. Alright, so number 16, review on a Roku streaming stick. Bought it from my mother-in-law, haven't heard anything from her since. I plugged it in, so it either works great or she's dead. Either way, 5-star reviews. Alex Jones adult coloring book, 2-star reviews. Here we go. My cat Scooter is very pleased with the Alex Jones coloring book. Scooter has feline kidney problems and doesn't always make it to the litter box in time. Now that I line his litter box with pages from the Alex Jones adult coloring book, he never misses his mark. Thank you, Alex Jones, for helping my cat use the litter box in his old age. Thank you, Alex. There we go. 5-star reviews for sending them to the hospital. Here we go. This one sharp knife. I had 8 stitches in my left index finger to prove it. That, of course, was my fault and the result of a momentary lack of attention while slicing a loaf of bread. But I can say with very professional authority that this knife slices cleanly and almost painlessly. It has a great feel on the end, on the handle, and makes quick work of any kind of bread. I highly recommend it. So I'm gonna shave his finger off, and he recommends this knife. Wowzers! Senior woman with asthma wall decal. Let's see what it say. 5-star review. Here we go. At first, I wasn't sure if spending money on a sticker of an old lady with an inhaler was a good idea, but once I got it, I knew I had made the right choice. She keeps me company in the apartment since I don't have any actual friends. We eat, we play games, board games, and we watch TV together. We have had so much in common, like our love for breathing and other things. She don't argue like real people do. And unlike a girlfriend, I don't have to take her out on dates. Worry about keeping her happy, and she doesn't nag me for money. Overall, I'm 100% satisfied with my purchase. Alright, this is a yodeling pickle. 4-star review. Here we go. Let's see what it's all about. I can't count the number of times I've been out and about in need of an emergency yodeling pickle. I tried wrapping avocados, hollowing broccoli, and one occasion that I rather forget, Aberrine that sang the whole Wagner's Ring cycle. But they were all poor substitutes. You can imagine my relief from learning that my request is at an end. Alright, was looking for a jump rope. You want to jump over some rope? This rope swings around and you can jump right over it. You can jump fast, you can jump slow, you can even jump fancy. This rope will keep swinging and you can keep jumping, but beware, the rope does not forgive. If you mess up by mistiming the jump, this rope will punish you. This rope is basically made of steel cable and a very thin coating of plastic. When it hits you, you will feel a sting like a worm from Satan, and it leaves a mark, both physically and emotionally. This jump rope fosters a real punishment avoidance type of cardio training. I don't see the jump rope, but I get the understanding. It's a 4-star review. Alright? Arguably better than Apple Watch the way this guy sells it. 4-star review. Here we go. I always wanted a calculator watch. Now that I'm pushing 30, I felt that I'm an adult and I could do what I want. And I want to buy a calculator watch. Damn it. Yeah, I said, you're not my mom. Deal with it. It's great. It's due time. Stopwatch, alarm, tells the date and date and day of the watch, and a friggin' calculator. If you wear it tightly enough, you could feel your pulse. So it's like an Apple Watch, only it only costs $20 and has a 3-year manufacturing warranty, and the battery lasts 5 years. Doesn't send text messages, but you can write words as booze, boobies, boobless, bees, and shoe. If you're a man of few words and your friend is right next to you, it's basically the same as iMessage. Knocked off a star because the screen seems to lack some contrast, but not sure if it's permanent or the battery is slow. Can't recharge the battery, so I don't know. It's a Casio though. I remember having a watch just like it. Wife leaves husband for printer, 5-star review. My wife loves this thing, and for that reason I did. So did I. Seeing pure joy in her eyes was rivaled only by things like our wedding day and our children's birth. As time has gone by, I'm beginning to suspect that she loves it more than she loves me. She spends all her time with it. When she's not using it, she's talking about it. She's taking it to snuggling in bed. And when I came home from work the other day, it was sitting in my chair and the dinner table. My children called it daddy. I was getting tired of it and tried to confront it, but the dog started snarling at me. It's too late for me, but you've been warned. The machine is a home wrecker. This is all I want to know. 5-star review. I put the rice in it. I put water in it. I turn it on. Rice cooks. I eat. I'm happy. I satisfied in. Okay. True love still exists. 5-star review. Here we go. Some of the reviews have me worried due to the type of putting that bad boy together was a pain. I am barely functioning human being. If it involves me having to use a screwdriver, we're going to be in for an adventure. I was able to assemble this within 15 minutes and without crying. It is extremely easy to put together. They are all of 4 steps. Now on to reviewing how it works. I live in Louisiana. Not only is the temperature around what the fiery pits of hell must be like, but there's also immunity to add even more fun to it. I came home to the house that is roughly around 84 degrees Fahrenheit at 5:30 in the evening, so I needed a little help with cooling off. Within 5 minutes of turning this thing on, it was like an angel had came down from heaven and began to personally blow cool air in my face. I was so genuinely close to the tears. If this thing only lasts a month, it would be worth the money. Also, people keep mentioning the light being bright at night. It's a little bitty green light on the sides of the pin top, not a laser beam. Alright, so she loved what she loved. 16,000 speakers. I debated for weeks. These are the speakers. Let's look at them again. Between buying these bad boys or getting my wife of 17 years her much needed heart transplant. Although I miss her very much, me and my ears have never regretted my decision. And on these diamond glass Paragon Clarity speakers, my wife's old record collection, I inherited sounds well to die for. Oh, sweetie, if only you and Jesus could hear this home theater setup now. Crafting with cat hair, cute handicrafts to make with your cat. 4-star review. Are you a crazy cat lady? Have you got far too much spare time on your hands? Do you want to learn how to make a creepy finger puppet akin to something of a serial killer might make from his victim's hair out of your pet shed fur? Then you are in the right luck. This book is exactly what you are looking for. I was once like you. I used to sit in front of my telly box with my 3 cats, Prometheus, Socrates, and Nigel. Wonder how to fill my days between shouting at rain or snorting through my collection of old smash hits magazines, and all the while having no idea what to do with the 17 burlap sacks full of cat hair going to waste in my shed. And that is until I stumbled across this book. Now I fill my days creating wonderful finger puppets from genuine cat fur, and I have the purpose of sharing my hobby with the world. I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to go to the next one. 3-star review. Here we go. The beard is sewn directly to the hem of the hat, which means that the eye hole is on a normal size head, positioned directly over the forehead. This is fantastic if you're aiming to dress as Santa Claus with Lookman syndrome, who can only communicate via wiggling his eyebrows. But most would probably describe that as more depressing than festive. On the plus side, that beard is quite fluffy. Wow. They got a 3-star review on that one. Alright, so this is a 1-star review. Bunch of reviews for the fake flower petals that apparently have a strong odor. This one's pretty good. Bought this thing thinking I'll make Valentine's Day a little special. Open them up and oh God, they smell like hamster and fish had a baby. And lived in the cage that wasn't clean for 3 weeks. Now my hands and house smell like it too. And finally, this 5-star verified review of noise canceling headphones. 5-star review. I give it 5 stars. My wife hates them. She would give it 1. I put them on and that's it. I can't hear her anymore. So this is the conclusion of this video. We just want to do some reviews, talking about, you know, some aspects of people giving 5, 4, 3-star reviews. This is Tiggio White Noise. Please subscribe to the channel, and once again, we will see you next time. Now, we want to add in some other type of reviews. Now, this is from eBay. Funniest eBay feedback ever. I threw this at my cat and it bounced off without a dent. Apple iPod Universal Dock. This one came too fast. Was expecting a longer delivery. Disappointed. Wow. This has to be the roundest coin I ever seen. Quite impressive. Thanks. These are actual feedbacks. People are upset because their delivery came too fast. Though you did nothing wrong, I am giving you this negative feedback to teach you that the universe is arbitrary and unfair. Though you did nothing wrong. Oh, I read that one. Transaction bag flew through house. Annihilated family, A+. Alright. I love to covertly photograph my wife performing a mundane house task. The first rule of Nut Job, you could tell no one about Nut Club. The first rule of Nut Club, you could tell no one about Nut Club. Seller literally laid an egg. When it hatched, the item was inside. Seller delivered change I could believe in. Item arrived quickly. I nearly shot myself. Tip top of the shop cream of the crop top notch. Mental seller sent goods before I had even been born. I just can't believe that these are actual feedback. Item arrived quickly, so you know, glory to be God in the highest for that. As promised, my tubes are large, firm, and have no more odor with the warm biscuit. You're right. The bedazzler has saved me a fortune in body piercing costs alone. Roses are red, violets are born. I still a steel crop top for Walmart and sell it to you. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep reading this because of I can't believe that people are leaving these types. If you were in prison, I'll protect you in the shower. I can't see my Willie more clearly than I can see my Willie more clear than ever. I wonder if they sit back and look at this type stuff and just get some mindsets of it, but these are actual product feedbacks after receiving their products. Now let's go on to Amazon and let's read what's going on Amazon.